Let's talk about Black Friday, Cyber Monday. No doubt you are getting, I don't like talking with my hands that much, it feels weird. No doubt you are getting a lot of videos and articles and stuff if you are in the space of planning for Black Friday or going to be selling something for Black Friday. This is not that video. This is not an exhaustive list of best practices or secrets or tips and tricks. There are plenty of other people happy to sell you that information. I'm going to be talking about, like the video title suggests, a wild hair. These are just a couple things, specifically 4 things that are going to be big and we see as big for this Black Friday. And I'm going to talk about what the concept is, what I'd like to see from it, and then what I would love to see from it. And what I'd like to see from it is the best version of that, like the best implementation. What I'd love to see from it is some kind of incredibly original execution, that mischief marketing agency style chef's kiss. So let's get into it. 1, we're likely to see a lot of live shopping this Black Friday. You're seeing it with TikTok Shop before Black Friday, and let me tell you, they're only going to be turning up the heat as we get into Black Friday, and live shopping already being something that's super duper big outside of this country. We're going to really see a push to see if we can make that happen for Black Friday. It hasn't caught on in the same way domestically as it's done internationally, but as live shopping has been trending upward, there is a big concerted effort to really make live shopping a thing this Black Friday. What I'd like to see from that is live shopping integrated more into, sorry, I have something in my eye. My goodness. Oh, changed the oil in my car today, and when I was underneath the car, I know I got something in my eye. What I'd like to see from this is live shopping being integrated into more a dynamic live feed than what we're getting right now. That would be really, really nice if somebody starts to show us live shopping in something that's not what we're seeing now, that just is kind of like a carbon copy of the live shopping that's going on internationally, where it's like a person in a very staged kind of area. They have the product maybe in a couple different colors, and they're just like cycling through them. The worst offender with this is I'll see it with wigs, where they'll just have a wall of wigs and numbers, and they'll just continuously change what wig they're showing. Not doing anything too crazy. Something more dynamic would be amazing. And what I would love to see is somebody take that concept all the way to 11 and have some kind of live experiential journey that's happening all in this live setting. So there is like an eventization of it. People are know to tune in and they're watching along in real time, and it's incredibly engaging. At the same time, there is also product there that is being integrated into that incredibly engaging live stream. If you could take the fun of somebody live streaming at a theme park mixed with somebody live streaming a police chase and somebody throwing a house party, something like that, where you're so engaged with the content that you almost forget that there is a shopping element to it, and then you see something happen or somebody is wearing something, and in that moment of the highest intent, and you go, oh my gosh, that's so cool, that product is right there. That's, I think, where live shopping could go. I'd love to see it. Moving on to number 2, mobile traffic. This is not like a woo one, but mobile traffic is going up. It's going up, I want to say every day, but on these like big events where we really measure where people are coming from, Shopify numbers last year said 75% of Black Friday, Cyber Monday traffic was coming from mobile. That's up from 71% in 2021. No surprise. Not only are you not really in front of a computer during that time, You're usually with family, you're at Thanksgiving, you're traveling. You probably just have your phone or an iPad, some kind of mobile device to do your shopping, but also that's kind of where you're engaging with the internet day in and day out. This laptop almost has become the thing that lives on the desk. It is for me. It's my desktop. More times than not, this is what's living on the desk, and then internet anywhere else that's not just right here at this desk is going to be on a mobile device. So obviously, if you are a brand, take that into account. Have things mobile ready. QR codes on advertisements, calls to action that lead to something that's built for mobile first are going to be your best bets. What I'd like to see is somebody taking that to 10, and in an age where we are getting a lot more well-deserved privacy in the way we engage with content on mobile devices, the way around that, or kind of the more intentional way to meet the customer halfway on that data, is an application. Having your own brand's app and having the information that you need declared. So they have to make an account to use the app. In that, they need to give you their birthday and so and whatnot, and then you can get usage stats on how often they're in your application and where are they going and what are they doing, where that information on Safari is more likely than not going to be anonymized. If you're on an iPhone, if you're on a newer Android devices, you're not getting that information, and that first party data that was just the Wild West before we had any kind of privacy in place and fueled a lot of these called performance marketing type of initiatives. That data is drying up. So it would be amazing to take it to 10 knowing that you're going to have people online on their phone to nudge them over with enough of a call to action that they download an application, and then you can get some more interaction with them. You can move to try to become a permanent spot on their phone. And a lot of times I'll see people doing crazy app deals to incentivize downloading the app, running quote unquote unlisted promos that you're only going to get on the application. And even if somebody's downloading the application with the intent of deleting it right after, sometimes in the craziness of the holiday, they're not going to delete it. And then you have maybe one or two push notification opportunities to try to engage them with another aspect of the brand, follow up maybe on the order, see how it went, send them a piece of engaging content, but you got another shot there. So if the traffic is heading to mobile, why not see how far you could take it? What I would love to see, this is taking it really to 10, is a company, this is more like, again, like Mischief, the ad agency, is completely rejecting this concept and subverting our expectation on what mobile first might be, and doing some kind of Black Friday promo that is mobile first, but not mobile internet first, mobile calling first, where there's maybe sales that you have to call in to order. You could produce essentially ads that have that 1990s infomercial blue screen with the phone number type of build to them with some kind of amazing deal that could, in the same vein as that app deal, it's like an unlisted type of promotion. It only exists if you call in. This would obviously go in tandem with some kind of PR push, but this is the type of stuff that helps break through the noise if you're looking to have PR be part of any kind of Black Friday strategy, is having something that really breaks through the noise. I think this would be fun. You could really advertise being mobile first, but not the right kind of mobile, or not the mobile that people are thinking of. It would be fun. People would call in, they'd get a kick out of it. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one. 3. Buy now, pay later is number 3. And it was really, really big last year. It's been growing every Black Friday since it's kind of caught on and become more mainstream. you're going to see it featured on ads. You're going to see it leveraged on buy now pay later networks like the Klarna app or the Zezel app, where they have promos that they're running and people know to check on the site or on the application there. Again, going to an app. That's what you're going to see. It's smart to think about adding that if you're not already leveraging a buy now pay later, especially if you have a product that's carrying a higher AOV. And even if it doesn't, but you just are going to have a large cart size, and a lot of times people are buying lots of things from you and their cart sizes are quite large, being able to break that up is a great way to make sure that you're still getting those transactions for Black Friday. I'd like to see brands leveraging this feature more. What I'd like to see from this concept is brands leveraging buy now pay later as a kind of pseudo affiliate co-opting in type of funnel that nobody's doing yet, but it would be fairly easy to do if you had a good buy now pay later partner that you could work this out on. But you could essentially incentivize your customers to share their purchase, talk about how great it is, review it maybe in some kind of social post, and if they can drive enough sales, you could exchange those sales that they brought in by dropping off the last payment. If it's it's usually like a split pays, like 4 equal payments every 2 weeks or something, every month, something like that. You could theoretically, again, this depends on AOV. If it's way too high, it's a different kind of conversation. But if they bought something that was $100 and it's $25 every 2 weeks, and they were maybe on the fence about it, about being an affiliate or posting about it, and in selecting the buy now pay later, they get a code like auto generated, and anybody that uses that code is counting towards their affiliate code. So hey, that's a way to make money. But then on top of that, if you hit 3 code uses before XYZ date, those shoes were now $75. Nobody has kind of put the time crunch on somebody creating content. It's always, hey, you'll get paid if you make content. But this would be, again, it would be new. It'd be interesting. I don't see anybody doing it. I'd like to see it. What I'd love to see for buy now pay later is credit card companies doing some kind of awareness push during Black Friday. And it could be a very tongue-in-cheek type of execution where the credit card companies are essentially saying they have a new product, but their new product is just a credit card, but they're using a lot of the same ambiguous language that could pertain to both buy now pay later financial products and credit cards, helping showcase that they're essentially the same thing. It would not only get the younger generation that's been shying away from credit cards to maybe rethink credit cards because it's very similar to a financial product they're already using, but I think it would also help showcase how buy now pay later options are essentially credit cards and need to be treated as such, and it's not as loosey-goosey as you might think it is. It is as serious of a commitment as a credit card. And I know that there's been a lot of issues with the unregulated nature of buy now pay later when it's effectively acting like an extension of credit. So that would be a real cheeky push if you had American Express maybe even partner with Visa and MasterCard, brand agnostic type deal, talking about the benefits of their new buy now pay later solution, and they're just essentially describing credit cards. Fourth is going to be paid search. Again, like most years, nothing you don't know. It's the top digital strategy for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, right behind email and SMS, that lean towards that existing customer base that, while more finite, they're a little bit warmer of a customer because they've already purchased from you or shown intent in your brand by being on that list in the first place. What I would like to see, I doubt I'll see it, is somebody trying to do something a little bit more interesting with their bidding or ad copy on paid media or on paid search like Google. Unfortunately, kind of the quick, dirty, easy A/B test till the cows come home type of setup works great. It has been working, so brands are not likely to switch it up from that. So we get kind of a messy experience. You try to Google a thing that you saw one time on another thing, and it's 50% off that, 80% off that. Click here, try now. People love it, 5-star. I think that'll get shaken up when Google starts to change the way search results are presented with the kind of AI summary there. I've seen layouts that show what that's going to look like after that switch has been made. Maybe we'll be having a different conversation Black Friday, Cyber Monday next year. But for the moment, I'd like to see somebody try to do something to break up in that space and help differentiate themselves. I doubt we'll see anybody because the somewhat spammy ways they work too well. What I'd love to see in this space in paid search that's going to be so big is somebody taking their email and SMS customer base and trying to co-opt them to execute on something on the paid media side. That is a very interesting use, and I've not seen anybody do that either like maliciously where you're telling people, hey, go Google this thing. Again, very mischief agency style. Go Google this thing because that's going to shoot our competitors' bid price up. They're going to max out. They're going to get hidden. And then our brand will come up as first. So we're only bidding for second place because we're going to intentionally kind of like sabotage the top result or something like that. Or including a link that's going to send them to the Google page with a certain spelling already in the search bar. That is part of a strategy meant to send more traffic to this one keyword to mess somebody else's strategy up. I think any execution of that would be not icky, would have to be part of the brand's identity to do something along those lines. While effective, it would have to be very transparent, and the action of it would have to, I think, fit. But it's interesting, and I have not seen anybody do that yet. So that would be another novel way to break through the noise and stand out. Well, that wraps it up for today's video. Please let me know what you thought of my 4 concepts, how we're implementing them, and how we would love to see them implemented. Did I miss anything that's super interesting and going to be incredibly relevant? Is there something that's going to be relevant but super boring and you wish that it would be done in a much better way? Leave me a comment. I really want to talk about it. Love to be this a dialogue. Would love this to be a dialogue. And yeah, I guess that's it. Until next week, it's been business as usual.